students. So now we are going to study the next experiment under DST, which is nothing but adders and subtractors. So under this we will be studying 4 circuits. One is half adder, half subtractor, full adder and full subtractor. So the circuit of the first one, which is half adder, goes like this. It consists of one XOR gate and the other one is AND gate. Okay, so with the input pins and the output pins been named, so we can just name the input pins. Say I have 3 input XOR gates, so it is 1, 2 and 3, and the 2 input of AND gate, say 1, 2 and 3, because these are 2 different gates, so the numbering also goes accordingly. Initially we have just discussed about the numbering of the IC gates, so it will go accordingly. Now coming to the half adder circuit. So in the half adder circuit, what does an adder mean? So it is going to add one group of number with the other group of number. Now here I am trying to add one bit of one group with the other bit of other group. That means to say one bit addition we are doing. So if you just look at the half adder truth table, say this is the half adder truth table. So we have 2 inputs. We say let the input be A and B, and we'll have 2 outputs. For adder, what will be the 2 output? One is sum and the other one would be carry. So now I have, say the input, I have 2 inputs. So 2 to the power of n, 2 to the power of n. 2 inputs, base is 2, so I have 2 inputs, say it is equivalent to say 2 to the power of n, so n is nothing but the number of inputs, so I have 2 inputs, I have said 2 to the power of 2, so that is equal to 4 input combinations. So depending upon this, I have just scaled down the truth table here, so I have 0, 0, 0 plus 0, sum is 0 as well as carry is 0, I have not borrowed any carry. Now in binary, 0 plus 1, I will get 1. In binary, we have only 2 maximum numbers, one is 0 and the other one is 1. So if I cross more than 1, say my output is equal to 2, then I am going to represent that in binary. In binary, how do we represent 2? In binary, we represent 2 as 0, 1, right? So we will see to it that later. So now 0 plus 1, sum is equal to 1. I am not borrowed any, I am not given any carry, so carry will be equal to 0. 1 plus 1, so sorry, 1 plus 0, I have sum as 1 and carry as 0. 1 plus 1, it is decimal equivalent of 2. So how do we generally denote 2? It is nothing but 0 and 1. That's what. Sum becomes 0 and carry becomes 1. So now just we'll try to see what is the output in the trainer kit. So I have used 2 ICs, one is XOR and the other one is AND gate. So the connections have been done according to whatever I explained earlier, right? Input pins and the output pins are taken into consideration, and I have 2 inputs and I have 2 outputs. No input has been given, no output is, means like no input has been considered yet. So now first input I will just apply, I will say both input are low, 0, 0. The output also is equal to 0, 0 according to the truth table. For 0, 0 it is 0, 0. Next we will see for the other input, which is 0, 1. For 0, 1 the output is also equal to 0, 1. Next we go for the third input, which is nothing but 1, 0. For 1, 0 the output is 1, 0. Next I will go to the next input, which is 1, 1. For 1, 1 the output is 0, 1. So this verifies the half adder truth table. So initially we had a circuit, then we did, from the circuit we did draw the truth table. From the truth table we are going to verify it on the trainer kit. So this verifies the half adder circuit as such. Hello students. So we did study about the half adder, that is the first circuit under adders and subtractors. Now we will be going through full adder. Okay. So the circuit is as such that, so this is the full adder using basic gates. So I have 2 XOR gates and I have 2 AND gates and 1 OR gate connected to it. Okay. So this is the full adder circuit as such. So coming to the truth table, so this is the full adder truth table. We have 3 inputs, as I told you while we were doing the combinations for half adder. We have 3 inputs, so 2 to the power of 3 is 8 input combinations. So I will be writing the inputs from 0 to 7. So I have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, decimal equivalent of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Totally 0 to 7 forms 8 input combinations. So now we'll just see what is the output. As I told you previously, it can be any number of inputs, but the output remains same for adders as such. So for the adder, how many outputs? We have two outputs. One is sum and the other one is carry. So sum is when we add 0 plus 0 plus 0. So it is 0 and 0. So I have sum and carry. So 0, 0, 0, the sum is 0 and the carry is 0. So if I add 0 plus 1, sum would be 1 and the carry is 0. So until and unless I have only one bit being logic high, the carry sum would be 1 and carry would be 0. So 0, 1, 0, sum is 1, carry is 0 when we add means all the bits together. So this is 0 plus 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is how much? It is said to be 2, decimal equivalent of 2. But in binary we can't I can't represent 2, right? Binary holds only two values, one is 0 and the other one is 1. So how do we write 2 in binary? In binary we write 2 as 0, 1. That means to say 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1. So this becomes decimal equivalent of 2. 0 plus 2, so this will be equal to 2. So what am I going to do is 0 plus 1 is equal to, I'll get the answer as 2, so that will be indicated as 0, 1. So sum becomes 0, carry becomes 1. Next, 1 plus 0 plus 0, sum is 1, carry is 0. 1 plus 0 plus 1, sum is 0, carry is 1. 1 plus 0, sum is 1, carry is 0. And 1 plus 1, the sum is also 1 and carry is also 1. Okay. So here a small correction to be made. So 0 plus 1 is 0 and 1 carry. So we have 1 being carry. Okay. So now coming to the truth the connection as such. So this is the trainer kit connections. So here we can see that I have an input, 3 input, which is nothing but A, B and C. I have 2 outputs, sum and carry. Here first IC is 7486, second IC is 7408 and third IC is 7432. So I have all the 3 ICs and the connections have been made. Now we'll just try to verify the truth table. As I told you previously, in DST all is about verification because the output will be known in advance, right? So when we write the expression and when we draw the truth table itself, the expected output is known. So we have to just verify whether the expected output matches with the practical one. So if I just go on giving the input, say 0, 0, 0, sum is 0, carry is also equal to 0. 0, 0, 1, sum is 1, carry is 0. 0, 1, 0, sum is 1, carry is 0. I told you until and unless 2 bits goes high here, carry would be 0 here. Okay. So now 2 is over, I will give the input as 3. So now you can see sum is 0, carry is 1 because 2 input bits have gone high. Okay. So next, binary input being 4, sum is 1, carry is 0. Binary input being 5, sum is 0, carry is 1. Binary input being 6, sum is 0, carry is 1. Binary input being 7, 1 and 1. So this is in accordance with the truth table that we have done. So now we say that the full adder truth table has been verified. We'll study the third circuit, which is nothing but the half subtractor now. That is said to be 1 bit subtractor. So the circuit I have considered as half subtractor using only NAND gates. That means to say the universal gate. We have all basic gates, universal gates together. So this is the circuit using the NAND gate. So the input is to A and B and the output is difference and borrow. Okay. So the truth table for half subtractor is such that A and B, so I have two input combinations. 2 to the power of 2 is said to be 4. 2 inputs, 4 input combinations. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So for subtractor, what would be the output as such? It is difference and borrow. So difference is the subtracted output as such. Borrow is what we are going to borrow if we have to subtract a higher number from a lower number. So now 0 minus 0, obviously difference is 0, borrow is also 0. 0 minus 1. So how do I subtract a higher number from a lower number? Can I do 0 minus 1? No, I need to take a borrow. So if I take a borrow, say I need to take a borrow. So 1 0. 1 0 is equivalent to what? 1 0 in binary is equivalent to decimal equivalent of 2. Right? So now 2 minus 1 would be equal to 1. But I have taken a borrow also and the difference is also equal to 1. So your truth table goes like this. Difference is equal to 1 and borrow is equal to 1. Next input is 1 0. My 1 minus 0 would be obviously difference is equal to 1 and borrow is equal to 0. 1 minus 1, difference is 0 and also borrow is equal to 0. Coming to the circuit as such, you can just see this is the circuit that we have rigged up using 7400 as such. I have two inputs, I have two outputs. Inputs are A and B, outputs are difference and borrow. Now 0, 0, 0 minus 0. I will give the inputs 0 minus 0. Sorry, 0 and 0, the output is 0, 0. Next I will give 0 minus or say decimal equivalent of 1, 0 and 1. So I can't subtract a higher number from a lower number. Obviously the output is said to be 1 and 1. Next 1 minus 0, 1 and 0, input being 1 and 0, output is 1 0. Input being 1 and 1, 1 minus 1 is equal to 0 0. So this verifies the half subtractor with the universally rigged up circuit as such, universal NAND gate. Hello students. So we'll go to the fourth circuit as such. The fourth circuit is full subtractor. So I have taken an example as full subtractor using the basic gates. So here I have two XOR gates, two NOT gates, two AND gates and one OR gate. So the basic structure goes like this. So we'll just go to the truth table as such. So this is the truth table for full subtractor. I have three inputs. 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 8 input combinations. So now 8 input combinations goes from 0 to 7. As I told you, for full adder whatever we had, the similar thing goes for your input as such here. Now again the output remains same, that is difference and borrow. So 0, here what we need to follow is we need to initially subtract. So if we have 3 inputs here, okay, if we have 3 inputs here, okay, so if we have 3 inputs here A, B and C. So what happens is, so I have say A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, C is equal to 0. 0 minus 0 is 0, minus 0 would be 0 and 0. Next I will subtract A minus B. So A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. So what happens? The value is 0. Next, from this 2 I have to subtract C. What is C? C is equal to 1. So when I subtract 0 from 1, what do I need? I need a borrow. So this borrow is taken. Now this is decimal equivalent of 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So what did we take? We took borrow as 1 and the carry is means the difference is also equal to 1. So the values goes like this. Difference is equal to 1, borrow is also equal to 1. So similarly, I have 0, 1, 0. So when I subtract 1 from 0, obviously I need a borrow and difference will also be produced. So 1 and 1. When I have to subtract 0 minus 1, I'll get a borrow, but I have to take a borrow, but 1 minus 1 will be 0. So difference will be equal to 0. 1 minus 0, obviously difference is 1 and borrow is 0. 1 minus 0, 1. Minus 1, difference becomes 0, borrow becomes 0. 1 minus 1 is 0, difference is 0 and borrow is also equal to 0. When I subtract 1 minus 1, 0. 0 minus 1, again I will take a borrow, that's why it is 1 and I will get a difference also equal to 1. So if we just go to the circuit as such, so this is the circuit that we have rigged up. So now I have an input, so say 0, 0, 0. The output is also equal to 0, 0. Next, the input is 0, 0, 1. You can see that output is 1 and 1. The input is 0, 1, 0. The output is 1 and 1. It's because I am subtracting a higher number from a lower number here. Next, given an input being 3, the output is 0, 1. Given an input being 4, output is 1, 0. 5, 0, 0. 6, 0, 0. 7, it is 1 and 1. So this verifies the subtraction of this verifies the full subtractor circuit as such. Thank you.